This is Parashat Tavo. We know that Parashat Tavo talks about Bikurim. It's an interesting midrash. Midrash says when we say Bereshit, bara Elokeinu Hashemayim v'haaretz, Bereshit b'shvil Reshit, b'shvil Reshit, because of Bereshit means beginning. Hashem created Shemayim v'haaretz. Now Bereshit we said b'shvil Reshit, because of the Reshit, because of the beginning, because of the first one. Hashem created the world. Now the Midrash says, what is that first that Hashem created the world for? It says in this parasha, we'll have to have mireshit kol peri ha'adama. Now we know that Bikurim, we bring the perot of Israel, that praise Israel with, and it says mireshit kol peri ha'adama. From the first of the peri ha'adama, we bring, another person has to use garden and put a sign on the fruit that grows first, and then we would bring a basket of fruit for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Mireshit kol peri ha'adama. Reshit. Now the Midrash says that Hashem created the world for mitzvah Bikurim. Interesting. Hashem created the world for other purposes. Now, what is so special about mitzvah Bikurim that Reshit, in other words, from the Reshit, Bishul Reshit, Bishul Bikurim, Hashem created the world. Now we know that the Mishnah says those that they bring the Bikurim when they had the first fruit, they want to do a basket of fruit. When they were going on the street to go to Bet HaMikdash to bring it, everybody that was working on the street has to stop his job and come to them and say hello to them. Interesting. In other words, Shulchan Aruch says that that somebody is working, while he's working, he's not allowed even to say shalom to somebody else because he's working for somebody else. He's not allowed to take off from the job that he has. Here by Bikurim, everybody comes out and they welcome them. They sing for them with happiness and joy, do the mitzvah. Now, how come for this mitzvah is so much happiness and joy, and we tell people, leave your job and come, welcome them. Now, the point is like this. What's Bikurim? A lot of times, a person says like this, that, okay, Hashem gave me so many things, I give tax. Or whatever that Hashem gave it to me, I give tax to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Well, it makes sense that I should give something to Hashem. I give a gift. Now here Torah says you have to give the best fruit. Who gets the best fruit? Who gets the first and the best fruit? The owner. The HaKadosh Baruch Hu is giving us a perspective in life that it's not that you got all of this wealth and everything you worked out. A person could imagine that he worked out in his land and he worked so hard. He plowed the land, he planted them, and he gave water, fertilize to them, and then harvest them. Okay, I worked so hard. Okay, Hashem helped me. Since Hashem helped me, I gave a tax to Hashem HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But that's not Pshat. Pshat is, even though that I did everything, I plowed the land, I fertilized it, I sowed the seeds and I watered them, and I worked hard daily basis that they should grow. At the end of the day, I have to know that the real owner is HaKadosh Baruch Hu. If Hashem would not have created that soul, that seed, that energy, power, give me health, that I should be able to do it, everything comes from Hashem. At the end of the day, the real owner is Hashem. Therefore, the first fruit goes to real owner. That is gratitude. That is Hakarat Tov. To be makir, to recognize the chasodim of Hashem, blessings of Hashem. Through giving Bikurim, we do realize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is the one who created, and we show gratitude toward Hashem. Now, Chovat HaLevavot says the foundation of our avodah is Hakarat Tov, to be makir tov to Hashem. Hakarat Tov is the foundation of everything. Now, once you are makir tov to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then everything starts, and life starts, everything. Somebody says that in Rosh Hashanah, but only so said that, why should I daven? Why should I daven for? Anyway, I don't like life. I don't like anything. Why should I daven for? Yes. The person doesn't have gratitude, doesn't count his own blessings, then Rosh Hashanah doesn't mean so much for him. The people doesn't mean so much. Once the person counts his own blessing, Baruch Hashem, I'm healthy, Baruch Hashem, I have life, Baruch Hashem. People are confined to bed, they can't move, they can't do anything. Hashem gave me the power to do it, to carry myself, and having the gratitude toward Hashem. That's very important. That's why Rabbi Matthew Salomon says that's why we say mitzvah Bikurim right before Rosh Hashanah, because the first point of Teshuvah is to makir tov to Hashem. First point of Teshuvah is not remembering the sin or acknowledgement of the sin. It has nothing to do with the sin. The first point of Teshuvah is Bikurim, Parsha Tavo, being makir tov to Hashem, count your blessings. Because when somebody talks about the sin, he loses patience. What could I do? I can't do anything. I can't help it. Person brings 100 reasons that how come he cannot do anything to sin. But Parashat Bikurim, this week Parasha, right before Rosh Hashanah, so Rosh Hashanah is very close, tells you Bikurim. Remember, count your blessings. Now, a person should make a list of all of the blessings that Hashem gave to him and to acknowledge them, appreciate them. Once you realize the blessings of Hashem, the abundant kindness that Hashem is giving to you, then naturally you want to do good. Naturally, you don't want to do something bad. Naturally, you don't want to do something against HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Naturally, you want to make Hashem happy. And that is the step of Teshuvah. That is preparation for Teshuvah. Remember, Teshuvah is counting your blessing, enjoying, like dip apple in the honey becomes the highlight of Rosh Hashanah. Why dipping apple in the honey highlights of Rosh Hashanah? Because the same exact point, that sweetness of life. Life is sweet. Hashem gave you such a sweet life. Somebody says, what's life? Life is so bitter. What am I here for? Why Hashem created me? I wish I wasn't created. Then let's have the right attitude toward life. Then all of the teshuvah and getting back to HaKadosh Baruch Hu is much harder. Somebody's on the ball, he understands the hakarat hatov, to makir tov to Hashem, dip apple in the honey. Life is sweet, sweetest of life. Once you feel that life is sweet and you understand and to makir tov to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, then naturally a person wants to do teshuvah and come closer and closer to Hashem.